Many senior people are at the stage of their careers where they have bonus and promotion influence over other people's lives. So they've reached the stage of their career where, as we like to say, their jokes get a lot funnier and they get a lot better looking. Specifically, what that means is that from the moment they arrive at work, people are telling them not what's true or not what they need to hear, but what those people want them to hear for reasons of self-interest. One of the paradoxes of senior leadership success is that the skills that got you to the level you're at may not be the skills you need to get to the next level in your career. The things that have worked for you in the past aren't necessarily going to be the most effective ways to respond to challenges going forward in the future. There's a powerful illusion, which is that we look back to our past behavior and we say, I did this kind of thing and it worked very well. And so I continue to do that kind of thing, and when it works, I say, see, that works very well. And when it doesn't work, I say, those people are jerks. The point is, most of us by the time we're adults have an interpersonal style. And when that style is effective for us, we take credit for being effective. And when that style isn't effective for us, we blame it on difficult people. The skill of effective leaders is to adapt their style to the demands the organization presents them with. Self-awareness about your own predispositions and behavioral habits is an extremely important skill. The most effective leaders are able to have a repertoire of skills, leaving their personal style and preference behind to modify their behavior and style to fit the needs of the organization. Negotiation is the process of making mutual concessions towards an outcome that's mutually beneficial. Persuasion is the process of changing what the other person believes about the value of an outcome. They're very different processes. When you're trying to persuade people, the first priority is to get past your own arguments about why your opinion is the right opinion, because it's not really relevant. It's the other person's point of view that you have to stay focused on. And there's a tool called the continuum of plausible beliefs. You have to stay focused on what does the other person actually believe, and where are they along a continuum? Where are they now? And what do I need them to believe for me to be successful? I think many of us have a very naive and childish view that we're going to create this eureka moment in the other person's mind where they're going to say, thank you for making me realize all my previous opinions were wrong. You're a better person than I am. That's just not going to happen. Smart adults with deeply entrenched points of view can be changed, but it takes a steady and gradual process over time. It takes patience.